Creative Magic Club. What's up? This is Sarah Mack and welcome to Creative Magic Club. Together, we'll discover inspirational stories of creative entrepreneurs living out their dreams, doing the work they are most passionate about, and building wealth in magical and fun ways. While building a six-figure income as a writer and coach, helping other women to launch their dream businesses, I've connected with so many incredible people and seen it proven again and again that you can thrive financially doing whatever it is you are passionate about. I'm here to share life-changing strategies for mindset, making money, and reaching more people with your work in a business and life filled with creativity, freedom, and fun. Hi, Sarah Mack here from withsarahmack.com, and today I want to tell you some stories about why I don't need sales calls to sell $5,000 plus offers. So let me begin by painting the picture of possibility. Maybe you're already selling high ticket, but you're doing it in a way that requires sales calls and you don't want to be doing sales calls anymore, or they haven't been going that well for you. Or maybe you like the way you're attracting clients, but you're not attracting clients that you're super excited about and feel like are a really great match and are getting great results from your work. Maybe you're, just starting to launch a new high ticket offer and you're feeling a little wobbly and you want to feel really confident in being able to ask for lots of money from strangers on the internet and know that you can attract the right people and attract really beautiful client relationships that you're super happy about, they're super happy about, and we all get to skip under rainbows and live our best lives in our dream business, helping people, sharing our gifts, and making a fuck ton of money. So wherever you are on the spectrum of signing clients in your business, I just want to share some nuggets of wisdom that I have gleaned over the past 8 years, I believe, almost 8 years. That's crazy. Since starting my coaching business. And, like so many people in the coaching industry, I started out creating content with a call to action to book a free call, like a clarity call, a discovery call, whatever you call it, and then selling my program on that call and enrolling people into my offers over the phone. And, while there's actually so much about sales calls that really sucks, like when you get a no-show, or last minute cancellations, or when you just get a no from somebody, the screen time, spending such a long time on calls on Zoom where you're actually, I do believe that sales calls can really be of value to people and they can be enjoyable too, because if you're a coach and you love coaching and you love helping people, that's kind of what you're doing on a sales call, depending on which strategy you're following. But regardless of all the sucky things, the main thing I don't like is just how much freaking time they can take. But regardless, I do believe it's very valuable to get good at this process, because no matter what your sales process is, you do have to understand how to successfully navigate a sales conversation, because they can spring up out of nowhere, right? Suddenly you bump into someone at a party and you realize they're your ideal client and they start asking you questions about your program. It's definitely helpful to have embodied the skills of being able to lead a sales conversation in an authentic way. So whether someone's DMing you, whether someone sends you an email, whether you bump into somebody in real life, you know how to lead that conversation in a way that really serves the person in front of you to help them understand how you can help them. But, beyond that, if your offer is new, it's also really valuable to have conversations with the people who are resonating with your content to really get that direct feedback on who it's attracting. Then you can make those tweaks and changes if it's not attracting your soulmate ready to buy clients. So with a lot of my one-on-one clients, I will recommend that they start out with sales calls if it's a new business or they've pivoted and it's a new offer, or they're not super, super clear on their soulmate client yet because they're not in community with them. They haven't already been having conversations with them. So I'm not like completely anti-sales calls. I just want to share some perspectives with you so that you can really get some insight and feel into what feels right for you at this stage in where you are with your offer and business. So even though, yes, they can be really valuable, yes, they can definitely work, they aren't necessary, because you can have this conversation in your content. And that is just my preferred way to sell, because I love to write, I love to tell stories, I love to post on social media, and I love creating one thing that can serve many, 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 many people. So this is about scaling my time, my impact, and knowing that if I can put out a powerful piece of content every day, you know, as a part of a larger content strategy with some free trainings that could go a little bit deeper into educating people about my offer, you know, combined with a sales page, which, you know, isn't always necessary, but just making sure that all the information that someone needs to know if my offer is for them, to know what it can help them create, and to know all of the details of what will be required of them to create that result and to work with me in this offer, that can all be included in emails, in Google Docs, in social media posts, in live streams, in free trainings, in podcast episodes. So that's the way I like to do it. And here are some of the reasons why I like to do it that way. Picture this. I'm traveling around Long Island, camping by the beach, occasionally answering some DMs. I mean, I've done this many, many times on trips. I'm not in a super travel-y zone in my life at the moment, but for those of you who know me for a while, I have traveled a lot, and that was really the driving motivator behind my business, was to have the location independence and the freedom to travel wherever, whenever. And I love camping, I love road trips, I love flying to new countries, and I can make sales of thousands of dollars from my phone without needing to have amazing Wi-Fi, without needing to have, you know, locked in calls on my calendar. People can apply, they can read my sales pages, they can see my social media content, be like, oh, this is speaking to me. That can send them to my sales page. They can read all about the program. They can fill in an application or send me a DM with any questions. I can answer it. And they can be like, I want to sign up, and I can send them a payment link and a contract. And all of this can happen in a very fluid way that is not committed to a specific time on your calendar. And this has happened to me so many times when I'm traveling. And, you know, yes, I've done a lot of free trainings, and I do these regularly. And that is a key part of my strategy. But I've also had months where I'm traveling and I've literally repurposed content from a prior launch of that program. And I've had 5 clients sign up in 1 month. I've had, you know, 15, 17, 18K in sales coming in from clients who had been watching my stuff for a while, had learned everything that they needed. Maybe they'd participated in a free training before or in some other lower cost experiences that I've run, and they've got to the point in their life where they're ready to make that investment, and my program is the right program for them, and it's easy, and they opt in. And because of the way I create content, I attract people who who really vibe with me. They don't need to be convinced. They don't need to be manipulated. They don't need to be scammed into spending loads of money. They are empowered badasses, and that's who I speak to, and that's who I call forward. And that's what leads to easy sales. I can be chilling in my hammock, and out of the blue, one of my followers can message me and say, hey, I just applied for your one-on-one. And then that's, you know, a 5K and up contract that's signed later that day, out of the blue, easy peasy. I can have someone who was in a group program watch a live stream I did pitching my one-on-one, and, you know, have like a 10, 15K pay in full, no sales call required. Very little conversation happening in the DMs because I put it all out there. So I just want to share that with you as like proof and possibility. If you're in a phase where this feels like it might be out of reach for you, or you're like, oh, I don't believe that this can happen for me, it can happen. It can be repeatable, and it's really a fun way to do business. So when I really devoted myself to learning how to do this and really understanding what needs to be there consistently and repeatedly in my content to know that this is going to lead to someone joining one of my high ticket offers, that's when I just started having dream come true clients reach out to me ready to sign up and buy. Really no sales conversations needed, other than a few small logistical questions that they might need answering. So what does it take for this to happen? The first most important piece is I do the work to position my offer in a very intentional and clear way by building the messaging around my offer and the vocabulary that I use to talk about my offer around the top, like 1 to 3 desires of my client. And this is so important. And honestly, if you can just nail this piece, you're going to be making more money. It's as simple as talking to real humans and asking them, what do you want? Because sometimes we're selling them something that we know they need, but they haven't already identified that they need, and it's not a desire for them. Very occasionally, even when you do have clients who have identified, oh, this is the process or this is the work, I know I need to be doing breath work, or I know that I need to be doing inner child work. Like they may have an awareness of the transformation that they desire is going to require this type of modality. But that isn't the true desire. No one wakes up in the morning going, oh, I just can't wait to do more inner child work today. Right? Like there's a reason why we do the inner child work. It's because we want better health. We want to be more wealthy. We want to feel more self-expressed. We want more freedom in our career. We want more peace and harmony and love and acceptance in our relationships. We want more recognition in our careers. Like these are the things that we truly dream about and desire. It's like you want to think about, what does your ideal client actually desire in their bodies? Like when they think about this thing, they actually get excited. That's how you want to position your offer, around those things that it's going to help them to access. So I really think through that, and then I'm going to choose the main outcomes of my offer that I'm going to talk about, because guess what? You don't have to talk about every single bajillion things that your offer is going to help clients with, because we know that your work is going to rock their world in so many ways, and so many, clients will have so many other random benefits from your work that aren't related to those main results. So just be at peace with that. You can talk about and help your clients with whatever the fuck lights your little heart up, but you do not need to try and shove that all into your marketing. It gets to be so much more simple and so much more focused, because confused people don't buy, and you don't have that much of people's attention on the internet. So you've got to make sure that when you're showing up and you're talking about your work, you're leading with those top burning desires. So once I'm clear on them, I'll get really clear on what is the most valuable result that I have created in my own life. And I'll lead with those stories in my content when I'm talking about my offer. And this helps interested clients to not only see what's possible from my work, but also what's unique about the way that I got there. Because here's the truth, we all got there in a different way. Even if you feel like you got there kind of in the same way as your coach or your mentor or your teacher, whoever it was that, gave you the tools and the ideas and the strategies and the support to create transformation in your own life, your life is different to your teacher's lives, and you navigated different things along the way there, and you made slightly different choices. So when you transparently tell the story of what you did to get to the result, your client knows they're not going to join your program and then be asked to do something else random that you haven't done. So I talk about how I use social media content and attraction marketing to generate 5-figure launches and 6-figure years selling high-ticket coaching offers, so that they know when they work with me, I'm not going to tell them to drop a bunch of money on ads, to cold DM 50 people a day, or, book 50 sales calls a week or launch a low ticket membership, because that's not what I did. That's not how I generated the money that I have celebrated in my business. I teach what has worked for me and my clients. And, that's really the purpose of your marketing, is to make it crystal clear who you are and what you're capable of, so that the people who want that can find you. Like, just let that sink in for a minute. It's telling the truth. Tell the truth. Whenever you get in your head around like marketing is hard or which parts of my story, just do what I just said. What do your clients really want? What do they really, really want? What are the best things that you've created? And how did you create them? And tell the truth about it. Just, your story is your story. You are who you are. Your results are your results. So own them and celebrate them, because I can guarantee you there are enough people out there who want that, who are looking at what you have created and are like, I would pay thousands of dollars to have that in my life right now. And I want to learn from someone who I'm going to vibe with and who is going to do it in a way that I can get on board with. So know the clear result of your offer, know the top results that you created that your client wants, share the facts about how your offer will help them get what they want, and, avoid these things. These are the things that really trip people up, that cause people to hide. And it's really not sharing enough of their own results and not sharing enough of the details of their personal story that really provide the necessary information to allow someone to feel confident to buy from you. And people feel confident when they have enough information. And this is the power of storytelling. And people really resist getting into the specifics, because then you kind of are unconsciously feeling like you're going to repel some people or you're going to leave some people out. But that's exactly what you want to do in your marketing. So you want to feel that kind of pinch and that discomfort, because when you're leaning into that, you're going to really, really be standing out and resonating with people who are such a great fit for working with you and who are going to get the best results and who are going to love working with you and the way that you do things. So, even within some of the tiniest, most obscure niches, there's still another layer of like an even smaller group that is your soul client, which is the person who is just a better fit for you than anybody else. So the way that you call those people forward is by really leaning into who you are and the facts of who you are and the specifics of your story, because different parts are going to stand out to different people. And that's really where your power lies. And a lot of people hide behind really fluffy, meaningless, personal development-y jargon that truly holds no meaning on the internet in 2024. So just do a scan of your content, and anytime you're using a concept like self-love, inner child healing, living your best life, having better relationships, right? Like, get into the specifics, hit the specificity button. Like, I don't know, go down another level in the specificity elevator. Like, get uncomfortable and ask, what do I actually mean by this? What is my personal expression of what I'm talking about here? Because the more you can lean into that, the more your stuff is going to stand out to the right people. So I hope you found this useful. And if you know that you need help with this to be consistently signing more clients into your high ticket offers, I highly recommend signing up for my Cosmic Brand Story Private Intensive. I'm going to look at your astrology chart, and it's such a helpful tool when you're like flailing and overthinking about which aspects of your brilliance to focus on in your message. I can be like, oh, look, here's what your chart says, and here's your genius, and let's turn up the volume on these stories, shall we? And it can be so helpful to really give you that confidence to lead with your most profitable message to sell your high ticket offer. You'll also come away from this intensive with sales page copy that will convert, a clear personal story that you can tell and repeat to attract ready to buy dream clients, And you'll have so much confidence and clarity on how to talk about your work in all of your content going forward to, stop wasting your time on content that's not making you money. Make sure that when you show up, it's leading to sales, it's attracting incredible clients, and it's creating consistent income in the offers that you're most excited to be selling and filling. And for your sales process to just be more easy so that you can have more free time in your business to do whatever you want. Dick around, write a book, hang out by the beach, go camping, have some babies, whatever your heart desires. Let's cut out the parts of business that aren't necessary by turning up the dial on the skills that lead to potent results. So I'm here if you have any questions about that, or you want to chat through where you are in your business and how I can support you. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you next week. Bye. For more inspirational content, head over to my website withsarahmac.com, and please support the show by liking, commenting, and subscribing. I'm interrupting this broadcast with a special announcement. Are you wondering which parts of your story to focus on in your content to attract ready-to-buy soulmate clients? Do you wish you had clear sales page copy for your high-ticket offer with a stash of social media posts that lead to easy sales that fill your offer on repeat month after month? Do you wish it felt so easy and natural to talk about how you help people when you get interested clients popping up in your inbox? I can help you. In a 90-minute private coaching intensive together, we'll focus on the most important changes you can start making in your messaging to attract more paying clients into your offers. During our time together, we'll make sure your offer is actually targeted at the kinds of clients you really want to be working with. We'll tighten up your messaging or write it from scratch if we need to, and we'll map out a feel-good launch plan to start filling it up with amazing clients. You'll come away with powerful copy targeted at the kinds of clients who are truly ready to buy your offer and do the work, with a clear step-by-step action plan to start connecting with the right kinds of clients tailored to your strengths and audience. No cookie-cutter approaches here. Plus, clarity on your own story and which parts to share to attract the right people, with a list of content topics and a few solid pieces of sales content that you can start sharing to make sales right away. Clients who have done my intensive have gone on to get 20 applications within 48 hours of hitting publish on their new sales page, tripled their workshop signups, designed and launched new exciting offers, raised their offer price above 5 figures, and signed new dreamy clients into their high-ticket offer within days. To chat about how we can use our time together to start welcoming more amazing clients into your world, message me the word intensive either over on Instagram at Creative Magic Club or to my email sarah@withsarahmac.com.